everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick reminder that tomorrow is the last day for the flash drive sale. It's the last day unless you never pay again, member, then that deal stands. Make sure you guys check your emails if you never pay again. But it's the last day for the flash drive sale tomorrow, Friday. So make sure you guys take advantage of that sale. So now, I talked to you guys before about YouTube and what's going on and everything, and what's eventually going to happen with a lot of sites like mine and others that it's going to be taken down. So, first things first, if you've been paying attention, a lot of people have been complaining. YouTube has been demonetizing a bunch of channels with conscious content. Now, it's multiple lawsuits that's in effect, or I should say that's on the table right now for YouTube. I'm actually involved in one. So YouTube has been, lawsuits filed against them for discrimination. And YouTube has basically, set up the algorithm to, to their understanding of the algorithm is it's supposed to just weed out certain things for, the channel as far as content that's not for kids. And just stuff that goes against their policy. YouTube is a public company, and a public company can basically have whatever, a policy they want because it's public. And, we all agree on those policies when we accept YouTube's terms and conditions or what have you. So we have to abide by their policy in order to, stay on the site. Private policy can trump First Amendment. So freedom of speech, none of that stuff doesn't matter when it comes to a private company. The thing is, one, discrimination trumps all that. So just because you have a private company doesn't mean you can discriminate. So these is what some of the lawsuits against YouTube is about: discrimination. It's a group of black people who basically came together and said, hey, YouTube is discriminating against their site, against their pages. The algorithm is basically targeting black people and basically not giving them the same type of exposure as other channels. And it's something that I talked about before that I feel like I experienced. So my channel has been one of those channels that was demonetized. I don't know if I talked about this before, but my channel, was demonetized. And, I don't make any money from YouTube, from my YouTube channel. So it's one of the things that, I have to look at, other people look at, and, you see that, there are channels exactly like mine. So we have Gaia. You guys know about this channel. They talk about basically everything I talk about and more. Is way more esoteric and out there than my channel. So YouTube demonetized my channel for harmful content. I mean, you got to think about it. Harmful content, right? And also violating their rules or whatever, for, I guess for the harmful content. But that was the one thing that they cited was harmful content. Now, before, YouTube used to give you copyright strikes, and then after a while, if you get too many, they take down your channel or they ban you from posting, whatever. Now, I was monetized on YouTube for years with the same content. So for them to demonetize the channel without going by their own, rules, or, it should have been demonetized years ago if the content I was putting up for, almost a decade was violating their terms and conditions, or violating what they felt was harmful speech or harmful content, which to me, that's defamation, because nothing I put out is harmful. At the same time, the information I'm putting out is the same as Gaia. Now, Gaia, this channel is verified. It has the YouTube verified check. It is monetized, and it's far more, esoteric stuff on that channel than my channel. So what is the difference? How is that channel allowed, and there's other channels as well, how is that channel allowed to be monetized and do what it's doing versus my channel? So that's one of the things I told you guys before. You got to understand who's who. And if you're putting out truth, because I told you guys, YouTubers, conscious creators period, you got to figure out which one you want. Either you want the money or you want to help people. Either you want to get money or you want to put out the truth and you want to, speak your mind and speak freely. You have to choose. If you want the money, then you got to buck dance and put out what they want you to put out. talk about video games or talk about hip hop or anything like that. You can't talk about no politics or any type of truth that's going to be against what, they want you to put out. So if you violate that, then they'll demonetize your channel. And if you keep posting the same stuff, then they'll eventually take your channel down, which is what's going to happen to my channel, which is why I have Merkabah Academy. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, so you guys can know. For my the not for YouTube section, if you guys didn't see the video before, that is open to everyone. So the videos I can't post here on YouTube, I'm going to post on that page. The site is about to get updated. It's going to come down for a little bit, so make sure you guys are on it. It might come down for construction so we can update some things. So that's coming. Make sure you guys go to merkabahacademy.com and register. I talked about what happened with the publishing issue and stuff I can't really get into for legal reasons, but it's a publisher issue with the book. That was the holdup. That's been a holdup, and it's on gag. So eventually I'll be able to speak on that a little bit more. But books are coming out, and I appreciate everybody who's been waiting on that and your patience. But there won't be any more YouTube videos from me as far as the type of content that I've been putting out. Those videos will only be on Merkabah Academy, and they'll be in a not for YouTube section. Now, I'll still post videos on here, probably update or something, just to, let you guys know what's going on, because I feel like a lot of people is not going to gravitate towards Merkabah Academy yet. It's grown a little bit, so I'll still let you guys know what's going on to do videos like this, just to talk about what's going on. So I don't have to, change anything too much. But I'm definitely not going to be putting up the type of videos I've been putting up before, because you don't know what's violating their policy and what's the problem, what's considered harmful content. Because I have videos that they took down that I just mentioned Corona, or it's a person in the video with a sign that's boycotting it, and they took the video down for medical disinformation, and I'm not even the one speaking or showing anything. So that's one thing. Other videos I don't know. They took down a Buddhism video. It's other stuff I don't know. And there's other stuff that I'm like, I know they're definitely going to take this video down. So it's tough. So I don't want to be putting time and effort into YouTube videos, and I post them and they just take it down. And I see the writing on the wall and the jargon in the email that they sent me that eventually they're going to take down the channel. It's going to come down. I know, because other people have already emailed me, hit me up, who had conscious channels, and their channels are gone. So I've been getting emails from a lot of other content creators talking about, their pages being demonetized. And it's fucked up, because a lot of people really rely on that, because if you really, you put some time into YouTube, you can really make money off of it. And a lot of people was. And they just, demonetizing people's pages. So it's kind of crazy. But at the same time, it's discrimination. It's no way around it. I went to law school. I know discrimination when I see it. It's definitely discrimination, because you have sites, you have pages like Gaia, channels like Gaia, that you guys see what's on that page. Like, how is it not the same stuff I talk about? If not, it's even more so esoteric or considered to be offensive or what have you, when you really pay attention to what they're talking about. So for me, it's simple right now at this point. My case is under review with YouTube. I submitted all my information, and I appealed it, of course. I appealed the whole thing, and this was a while ago what happened. I still have to wait for their decision. But the writing is on the wall is what I talked about this, a couple years ago, that this was going to happen, and people are going to have to make that choice. They're not, especially for what's coming, which we're going to get into that. If you follow me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram. I'm not there to judge nobody's Instagram. I'm not going to be on nobody's pages judging what you do, if it's conscious or not. I'm not, you guys know I'm not that type of person. Post whatever you want to post. Just make sure you follow me so you can get this information, because I post on Instagram a lot. But yeah, I posted on Instagram, what's happening with, you guys seen what happened with the creator of Cash App, how he was killed. And then I talked about how, was it last year, the Federal Reserve was talking about dropping their own app that's kind of like Cash App. And, it's out now. So it's weird coincidence. But, you guys got to understand, as I talked about before, what's going to happen with the money. Now, this is just another thing for the Fed to get into to test digital currency and how much it's going to be used and how easily it can flow. So it's just another excuse that's going to be on the table for them to get rid of the dollar. The Fed in no way wants to get rid of the dollar. I mean, when you really think about it. So this is how you know this is something different, it's deep. But because you got to think about it, you get rid of the dollar, you get rid of the Fed. So the Fed has to make sure, well, wait a minute, if you're going to get rid of the paper dollar, which you guys are paying me interest for this paper, everything is about this paper. If you're going to get rid of it, then I need to have my hands in what's next, and that's digital. That's digital. So how can I do what I was doing with the paper with digital? You got to think about that. And you also got to understand that these people that's in power are basically working for the Federal Reserve. You know, it's hard for people to grasp that, but it's basically what's going on. So, like I said, bank foreclose on your house, the bank owns your house, plain and simple. If they allow you to stay, you basically working for the bank. Just that simple. So, yeah, new videos will be only on Merkabah Academy. I'll occasionally drop videos here on YouTube to let you guys know what's going on. But there's no point in doing that when I see the writing is on the wall for what's going to happen. But we'll see what happens. You know, in the meantime, everybody who has emailed me, you know, the information I asked for, I appreciate that. And it was another situation with PayPal. It's another whole legal situation. These people are like I was saying in the last video, I was venting, you know, in that last video I posted in the car. Listen, y'all guys don't understand what's happening. Like, you got to really think about it. It's people who have millions and millions of subscribers, and you see the type of money that they make, but you got to pay attention to content. You're not going to do what I'm doing, the type of information I put out. Truthers, people who put out the truth and controversial subjects or what have you, they're going to limit that no matter what. Any type of, it's sites now, because I looked on Vimeo. I found an alternative to Vimeo, but when you pay attention to a lot of these sites, it specifically says, we want to allow you to use our platform if you post controversial content or conspiracy theory content. No videos on conspiracies. Think about that. So the word is out. It's out what's going on. And it's like, it's a shame because a lot of people don't know, don't get it. And we're basically aiding in our own demise of information because we're not helping the channels and the people that's trying to get us the information. We're not putting what we're supposed to put into them so they can keep delivering it. You know, it's the thing. It's like whenever money's involved, when it comes to black people, it's always a scam. It's always something. And you guys don't see behind the scenes of how we getting hindered and hemmed up, you know what I'm saying? And roadblocks put in our way for what we're trying to do, and we don't get the support. And it just makes it look suspect to anybody that's on the outside. And it's like, oh, you're not honoring your word, or you're not shipping shit on time. We're not getting stuff on time. When you don't know, it's a whole bunch of shit that happened behind that. And if they put something on gag, you can't even talk about it without a fine or losing the case altogether. It's a lot of shit they do. Like, I didn't know it was even on this type of petty level. It's so petty. So it's to the point where some of you guys understood, or experienced, I should say. It's to the point to where, like, even little links to stuff that I sell, it's a problem with checkout. Oh, it's a problem. It says it don't ship. A couple of you guys emailed me and said, hey, you know, you guys don't ship to us. What do you mean we don't ship? We ship everywhere in the world. So there's a lot of people who send me emails because when they go to check out and they go put their shipping information in there, it don't work. Or people just get a whole nother page altogether that says this page is spam or don't trust this site. I send emails and people get emails that this don't trust this site or make sure you know who this person is. It's crazy, but it's subtle, small stuff that could be the difference between somebody supporting you and somebody not supporting you, or somebody like thinking your content is fake or stolen or whatever. Just, you know, this is a fast-paced society right now. One little hiccup and a person is moving on. You know what I'm saying? A person is like, okay, well, forget it. It's a problem. If a person sees something and it's like, oh, well, this says it could be spam, I'm not going to touch it. And the average person is not going to take the time to send us an email and say, hey, did you guys send me this? Thank you to the people who did. I fucking appreciate y'all. Because I mean, what the fuck? How can we know? We don't know. How can we know? So to you guys, I wish I knew your names right now. fucking thank you. Because that's all we ask for. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So on your end, I'm thinking, okay, you know, you guys made a transaction, it's fine. Or I sent the email out, the email went out. But if you get something that's saying it's spam, or if it's blocked or something, we don't know. How are we going to know? So if you guys don't shoot me an email and tell me, hey, this shit ain't go through for whatever reason, or this ain't working right, there's nothing we can do about it. I have collected and compiled every single email I got from people as a part of my suit, from everybody who sent me email and said, I was trying to check out and this didn't work, or a PayPal link didn't work, because it goes to show what's happening. And this is discrimination. This is fucking super unethical. It's a definitely a defamation on a lot of ways when you say somebody's putting out harmful content and you consider yourself a teacher. You're talking about fucking history. You know what I'm saying? There's other channels sit up here talking about aliens, and look at the shit guy talk about. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. And that's not harmful to black people to say that, oh, we didn't do anything, aliens did it. You know, that's not harmful content to say all the stuff that they put out is crazy. Any type of content can be considered harmful to different people. You know, so to just specifically, you know, point us out, why? Because the people who are truthers are putting out truth. And these motherfuckers giving you misdirection. So it's one of the reasons why I didn't want to commercialize Merkabah Academy too much, because then you take away, you know, the realness of it. People look at it as a commercial property. Like, this is why people think I'm in the Illuminati and all that, because they see I got an intro. Hey, he has an intro, and oh, he's been to places, who's paying for that? Like, we can't travel the world and do shit. Like, people really look at that and think, oh, this guy, he's sold out, or he's, you know, insider or COINTEL or whatever the hell. You know, he's an agent. And this is why, because then when you do that, and then you got platforms like I've created, and it's tough. So what I try to do is to let the information speak for itself. Plain and simple. I put out what I put out. Videos be long. I fucking overlap shit. I put out the same content a lot. I touch on a lot of things to reiterate even more. If I forget something in one video, I'll try to put it in the next video on the same topic. The information speaks for itself. That's what I wanted to do. It's not about me being out here in front of people and trying to make myself look like a fucking celebrity. Nah, it's about the information. That's what's important. That's what fucking matters. Plain and simple. If you're doing the research, I've connected dots for you. If you're watching my videos, I've connected dots. That's what it's about. It's deeper than anything else. Like, if you watch my videos, you understand what I'm saying. So we're gonna get into Trump, you know, later in the upcoming video, but you guys know, like, come on. They could just go and lock up a former president. Like, you think they would do that? As much as they protect their own people, you know it's a distraction. It's a lot coming up. I talked about in the Aquarius DVD, I talked about in the Feature of Nine video, that you guys, you know, the ancient powers that be, I talked about all this, that when this activity stuff happens, there's been major economic problems that coincide with solar and lunar activity. We know we have this total eclipse coming up on the 8th, April the 8th. And they made sure they showed you guys the one that was in 2017 and the path it took. And this is not a coincidence that they have an X. It's in a path of an X, because it's going to mean something for America. You have this going on. You have Trump that, come on. I mean, the dude, he basically represents the downfall of an American dream when you really pay attention. Trump is, you know, basically what it's about. He's known for money. This is about money. It's about the fall of a man that's wealthy. All this is coincided. It's a big deal. There's a lot of stuff going on that a lot of people are not going to be able to connect the dots, but they're giving you the information. They're giving it to you. But I talked about this. I put this out there and told you guys, you know, what to expect, what's going to happen with the money. Not a coincidence this dude gets killed. Cash App guy. Come on. You guys smart enough to understand this stuff. And Trump is, come on. We'll see what happens with that. But it's symbolism. It's a distraction from a lot of stuff that's happening. All of the countries that's beginning to pull out of the dollar, who's beginning to not want to deal with the dollar. This is something that's been talked about for a long time, which is the reason why they want to get into a whole digital currency, so they can, you know, basically get rid of the dollar. It has to go. It's going to go. It's a matter of how is it going to go. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. They're cutting a lot. So, you know, a lot of states, if you guys probably don't notice already, a lot of states getting their Medicare and Medicaid cut. They're going to cut welfare in a lot of states. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be chaos. They're already having meetings and talking about what they're going to do about riots. You know, they're already talking about this stuff. Like, they know. I told you guys that the whole thing with the riots and everything, them putting the bricks and stage and all this stuff and letting this stuff happen, was so they can know the numbers, the amount of people they're going to need to have in certain cities to deal with the backlash for what's to come. It's a lot. You watch my videos, I told you guys what to do and how to prepare. But it's a lot, you know. It's this year, we should be okay. It's next year. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's going to happen this year still, but it's going to really set the way for next year when this stuff is supposed to go down. And then, you know of them, they like to do stuff in the wintertime, because when it's cold out, you know, people tend to keep their ass in the house. Or we'll see. We'll see what they do or how bad it gets. Or, you know, don't think you got, I don't want people to think that it's futile and everything like that. There's things that the people can do to completely stop all this. The problem is, it's not enough knowledge for people to understand what's going on to take action. And that's the thing. That's why they want to stop the shit. You know how many people didn't get vaccines or get vaccinated because of the shit we put out? You know how many people didn't do it? Or people went and got the first dose and didn't get the second dose? A lot of people. There's millions of people who didn't get it because of videos, because of shit that's out there. And this is why they did what they did. Think about what they did. They put a fucking algorithm out. Whenever you say corona or vaccine, it's a whole disclaimer that pops up. Think about that shit. Now, if something is true, you don't need to do that. Because it's true and everybody knows it's true. There's no conspiracy, controversy, or what have you. It is what it is. So for them to do that, it's telling you they don't want people knowing the truth. They want people to think what they want them to think. And that's what's going on. So when you have people talking about truth and putting this information out, they have to stop that. That's what's going on. The real ones always get killed off or discredited, or they hinder it. They try to buy you off and make it a problem for you to get truth out, to do anything that's going to help the people or wake the people up. This is what we're dealing with, and it's what I've been experiencing for a long time. And it's just like certain things you can understand all that slide because it's not within time frame, but you can understand when they pound something so hard, they don't want people to know any truth about it. That's really what's happening now, and they really don't want people to put out information that's going to really hurt what's coming. And like I said, they taking down channels. They demonetizing channels quick. They taking down channels fast. It's a problem. And they won't care, you know. I don't know what happened with those other lawsuits. They probably settled out of court. They'll pay these people to shut the fuck up and go away. That's what's going to happen. But the thing is, one, they would rather demonetize, take down channels, and they're doing it in steps, you know, and it's all about their policy or what have you. And they know average person doesn't even understand what's going on, don't know their rights, don't know it's a problem. Most people just going to walk away and go figure something else out and not going to push back or anything. And that's what they're counting on. But, you know, it's what they're going to keep doing until the stuff is going. And then the only thing that you'll be able to post is what they want you to post. And again, you know, it's why they set up the net neutrality in the first place. So when you have a site, ISP can't block, you know, your site or traffic to your site because of, you know, we have net neutrality. That's gone. So now eventually what they're going to try to do, which is why I've been saying you got to have your own servers, you got to have your own internet. Like think about it. This is what people don't understand. So think about this. If you wanted to set up a website, right, and you wanted to be able to accept payments on your site, how are you going to do that? You would have to become a merchant. You have to become a merchant. You have to basically become like PayPal and get all that stuff on your own, which takes a long time. There's a lot of background stuff. It's federal. And they're just going to deny you anyway, because they're going to say you either scale or you have to take physical cards. Okay, yeah, we'll give it to you, but you have to take physical cards. Online is different. You know, it's not easy. You know, you can't just do what you want. There's always something behind the scenes. Even like with Merkabah Academy, like to design all that, that's a lot of money. Merkabah Academy is a WordPress site right now. That's cheap. It's cheap. It doesn't cost that much to get something like that. But the plugins cost money. You know, if you have your hosting is going to cost money. Bandwidth is going to cost money. Of course, the site, the domain itself is money. You know, it adds up over time. But if you want to free yourself from that, you're going to need servers. You're going to need equipment. You're going to need people. It takes a lot. How do you think places like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram got to where they are, to where nobody can't fuck with them? They got their own policy, and they got all this, and they got sponsors. They're huge. They got so much, because it takes crazy money to get it to that point, to where it's just social media, like real social media that they control. You know, so it's a lot. So that, you know, for us, the average person, to get something like that, they know you're not going to get the support for it. And then the other little teeny stuff you need to make it bigger, you're not going to get, because it's going to be federal shit in the way that's going to hold you up, or they're just going to deny you. So to just get it on the scale where I'm trying to get at, to where we can just reach our people, it's still a lot. So they know, one, you're going to be discredited. You're not going to get the support from your people. You're just going to be left out there, and it's pointless. So the people who really want information and trying to get information, it's not going to get it. And then they're going to completely make it disappear from the internet, and that's going to be it. So again, one of the reasons why I put out the flash drive, got the YouTube videos on there categorized. Everybody want to make it like it's about some money, and I'm just trying to get money and this and that. I know what the fuck is going on, what's going to happen. So if you got the flash drive, you got the information, because I don't, that's good, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to completely delete it all, you know, or what's going to happen. But at least you got the flash drive, you got this information, you have it. Because if it's gone, or I disappear or something like that, at least a bunch of people got my shit. It's out there. The information is there. It's enough there for you guys to really learn a lot, and to get this knowledge. So, you know, we can help people. But yeah, so it's a lot. Wanted to put this video out and to let you guys know what's going on. So, you know, I've been putting out old videos because I've been waiting to see what's going on. So you see most of the videos I've been posting. A lot of people think they're new videos. They're not. They're old videos, old DVDs that I'm just getting out the gist of the information in the video and posting, which that's going to be the end of that. It's going to be done. So only videos will be on Merkabah Academy. Merkabah Academy can still do the same. You can still comment. You can still chat with people. You know, you guys know, see how it is. It's just going to get better. It's going to get better. I knew this was coming. I've been trying to stave it off and hold off. Again, human being. I'm human. Life shit happens. Plain and simple. Dad died, financial problems, my own health problems, just fucking life problems. Like, you know, it ain't all fucking peaches and roses over here. I deal with life shit just like everybody else. So, you know, life happens, and, you know, you got to take a step back, and shit is in a way. Shit is going to hinder you. But my resolve is... it's relentless. This is what I'm supposed to do. It's just that simple. So I'm getting information out. I'm going to keep it going. Merkabah Academy will get to where it's supposed to be. And I appreciate everybody who's been supporting, who didn't talk shit, or, you know, all that crazy shit I've been seeing and hearing from people, and people telling me, you know, it's crazy, because people think they know something when they don't fucking know shit. You don't know what's going on. And to think, if I just did this easily, like you see with Gaia, then you should be suspect. Plain and simple. You should not look at if I wasn't coming on here doing videos and telling you guys my problems, what's going on, and what the fuck is happening, then you should look at me suspect. Like, this nigga, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Because if it just went smoothly, then I'm lying. It's bullshit. Obviously, I'm not a threat. Obviously, the information I'm putting out is fucking bullshit. So if it's smoothly, where they got Gaia, they got fucking people coming on a show and guests, and like, come the fuck on. It's too TV-ish staged. I have nobody coming on my shit. I don't work like that. The information speaks for itself. Either you conscious enough to understand what it is and get it and grasp what I'm doing, or you're not. You're like, I don't know why people look at me and think I'm supposed to be all TV. Nah, it's not gonna be that way with me. It's not. You get the information or you don't. It's just that simple. But look at these people. I get so many messages from people. Hey, have you seen such and such channel? Nope. I don't want to see nobody shit. Look at these people who is here, who still monetize, who still doing what they doing, you know, and pay attention. You don't get channels like that, like Alex Jones and these guys, if you're doing the right thing. So think about that. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and thanks to everybody who supported and just, you know, let me know what's going on when they have problems, if you have any issues. you know, at the real Merkabah at gmail.com. Send me an email. But yeah, thanks. Make sure you guys take advantage of that sale because it helps out. And yeah, make sure you guys buy t-shirts if it's still up there. I don't even know if it's still up there. But yeah, I appreciate any support. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you next video.